So we are going to see all these things in this session. And one more thing, after this workshop,
Again.
I can promise you that you are going to be a good high-level system designer. You will have good foundation of system design, definitely, because the things we have made for you in the today's workshop are in the proper manner. For example, can you tell me? There are lots of problems, but each problem has solution, right? Right? Every problem has solution. So now in the system design, we are going to yes, right. So in the system design, we are going to face one problem, but for each problem, we are going to have one solution. For each solution also, we are going to have one more problem. So this how we are going to design an entire system.
I don't think I can remove it.
So that we will have a good system. Because the user experience is most important thing, right? If the user experience is bad, your software is lagging, and you have built a good software, like you have, I can say, 1 million user on your software, but your system is not scalable, not reliable,
Fine.
then I think no one is going to use your system, right? Yes. Yes, yes or not? Yes, yes. If you are in software engineer and you are preparing for MNC, definitely it will be very helpful for you, because right now all the industries or MNCs definitely ask system design question in their interview as well. So nowadays the system design topic is asked by every MNCs. For the higher package, this is must. So definitely we are going to explore that as well. Yes. Then someone has given me. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
Same laptop ta main laptop
Okay. I think we are good to start. Yeah, I guess everyone has joined the session. We will start with our session. Before starting with the session, those who have joined recently, I would request them to please give their introduction in the chat box. For example, your name, in which domain you are working, you are college student or the software engineer, and if possible, you can put your LinkedIn profile. Now, I will clear your one doubt. I guess most of you have been curiosity that why he was asking for the introduction or the LinkedIn profile. So our team continuously scout for good software engineers also. So that's why I've told you to give your introduction and give your LinkedIn profile. Now I want to add one more thing to everyone. Whenever you get opportunity, remember a good software developer or a good tech guy, never miss that opportunity, because a you got a good opportunity to give your introduction. You don't know, you get someone is looking for a good a developer and your introduction may hit them. So always remember to give your introduction whenever you got a platform to introduce yourself. Yeah. And I would request, please turn on your camera, guys, or else the session will be very boring for me as well. So I'm not able to say anyone. Please turn on your camera, guys. Please turn on your camera. Where it's okay if you are working, if you are doing something else, but please turn on your camera so that we will have good interaction with us. Yeah, please turn on your camera. Okay. I guess still most of the participant not turn on their camera. Please turn on your camera. Yeah. Now, uh, we'll start with my introduction. I'm Sarvesh Gadkari, a CTO at TrackMan Startup as well as founder of Mulsetu. I have been worked with a good software development as well. I have built a good SaaS product. Then I have worked in the AI automation tools. Then I have also worked with the backend development. I have designed a system. I have worked in the system design to scale a good number of product as well. So this all I have my experience over a past few years. I am working in the industry with a different sector as well, and in all in the different verticals. Right now, before starting with the session, we have few ground rules. First of all, you have to keep your camera on. This is the most important rule that you need to follow. Please turn on your camera. So we will have good interaction with us. नहीं तो फिर लगेगा बोरिंग सेशन हो रहा है. अगर हम दोनों कनेक्ट ही नहीं कर पाएंगे तो आपको समझेगा नहीं. और मैं आपको प्रॉमिस करता हूँ कि अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो यू विल एबल टू रिलेट ईच स्लाइड विद अनदर स्लाइड. Yeah, thank you, sir. Uh, So please turn on your camera. After that, please keep your mic mute so that there will be no disturbance to anyone. And you can ask your questions or you can reply on the chat. So that will be a better. Definitely, we will have a good interaction between us. After that, it's my short request to everyone. Please keep a notebook with you or notepad with you so that whatever statement or whatever problem statement I'm going to give you or the definition, you just note down, because at the end of session only you will understand why I've told you that. I will give the answer of this at the last slide. Okay, and be interactive, guys. Please be interactive. Yeah, take a minute. Please take your notepad notebooks with you. Yes. uh Everyone has turned their camera on, right? गाइस प्लीज टर्न ऑन योर कैमरा. देखिए, अगर आप कैमरा ही ऑन नहीं करेंगे तो हमारा इंटरेक्शन नहीं हो पाएगा. अगर इंटरेक्शन चाहिए, अगर आपको लगता है कि आज आपको एक गुड सिस्टम डिजाइनर बन के जाना है वर्कशॉप के बाद, सो प्लीज टर्न ऑन योर कैमरा. सेकेंडली, प्लीज टेक नोट्स विथ ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट. ओके, या वी आर गुड टू स्टार्ट, गुड टू गो. Guys, please give response and comment. Good to go? Okay. Hope everyone is ready and hope everyone has turned on their camera. So I'm not able to see anyone's. Like I have the Google Meet chat, but I'm assuming that everyone has turned on their camera. Okay. Okay. Now, uh, a good question from my side to everyone. Yeah. Uh, what do you think? What is the system design? Can anyone please tell me what is the system design? Why it's important? Can anyone please pin this in the chat? Meanwhile, those who have not turned on their camera, please turn on your camera. Guys, please let me know what is system design or why you are here in the workshop. Okay. 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 Design a system that can handle failure, right? To handle the good numbers of user base, right? Definitely. Integration between requirements to how an application can be built, definitely, right? I think we have good audience today, right? Like everyone knows the foundation of system design and everyone is interactive. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what today we are going to learn throughout the session. So first we are going to understand what are the basic requirements, right? हम सबको पता है कि बेसिक चीज कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप करने के पहले क्या आती है माइंड में? रिक्वायरमेंट्स, राइट? For example, if you have to develop anything, आपके दिमाग में क्या आएगा? आपको अगर कोई client है, right? अगर कोई project assign हुआ है, what will be the first thought on your mind? You need to gather the requirement, right? Right? Same. So when we design a good system, we need to gather the requirements to scale that system. Then we will explore how the traffic, how the client server architecture works, right? Everyone knows the client server architecture, basic client server architecture. But when we use the system design, then we add few more things. We used, I guess everyone knows the good terms, Redis, Kafka, everything everyone knows. But why they are there? Why they exist? So for that, we are going to build a foundation. Then we are going to see the API. I know everyone use API, everywhere is API. But what is actually API, right? We will understand that as well. Then we are going to learn the fundamentals, right? Now, for example, you have built a good software. For example, you are a good software engineer and you start think that you have to build your own startup. Okay. And for that startup, you have built a good product. You got a good number of user on that product, right? Everything is working perfectly. You have good number of user on your product. Suddenly from you have done good marketing, you got a millions of user on your system, right? What do you think? The one server is sufficient for you, or do you need to scale your server? The old architecture will work for your new system, right? It's going to work. No. Yes, no, yes, no. Please let me in the chat, guys. It's going to work or not? Definitely not. So that's why we need to learn few scaling fundamentals, right? That we are going to explore. After that, we are going to use we are going to explore the database. For example, now you have scale your data servers, but you are using only one database. You have millions of users. For example, you use YouTube. YouTube just scale their server, but they don't ignore their database. Does YouTube is going to work perfectly? Guys, does YouTube is going to work perfectly? Yes, no, definitely. So now, so we are going to explore that segment as well. Why the scaling the database is important. After that, we are going to see the CDN, object storage, then cache. Why these terms are important? I think everyone knows these terms, but why these are actually being used? We are going to clear that foundation in today's session. After that, we are going to see async processing, queues, workers, background jobs. What are these? How these help to scale your startup or your products, right? Now we are going to see the reliability. Now, आपने अच्छा सॉफ्टवेयर बना लिया, अच्छा प्रोडक्ट बना लिया, राइट? बट आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि उसकी रिलायबिलिटी कितनी है, राइट? So that also we are going to explore. And one more thing, what takeaways you are going to from this session, you will be able to solve two problems, two real world problems. Just take note with me, and you at the end of this workshop, you will have two system design problems that are solved by your own. Yeah, definitely, yes, that will be solved by your own. Just listen carefully and be interactive. And please turn on your camera. Now think like a system designer. Okay. For example, Google's call you, right? Google's call you for your interview. Everyone, are you with me? Everyone, please let me in the chat. Are you with me? Hey, Google ने आपको इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल के लिए कॉल किया है. प्लीज रिप्लाई. या फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस कि आपको गूगल से कॉल आया इंटरव्यू के लिए, राइट? ओके. Now they told you that you have to build a platform. Okay. For example, a learning platform. You have to build that platform. Now, everyone, please note this problem statement in your notebook, right? You have to build a learning platform. Okay. Uh, you have built a platform as per regular software development. With you think that you will need a user, that application, that database. You connected everything. You got 100 users in initially. Everything was working perfectly, right? Your app is working perfectly. Your everything is perfect. But what happened? Google accept your learning platform and they have published that platform in their domain. Now you got a millions of user in your platform or thousands of user on your platform. Now, can you tell me, does your platform is going to survive? Are you able to give all these services to your user? What do you think? Just tell me. Tell me in the comment. Does your platform is going to work perfectly? Definitely not. Your CPU is already working. You have given more load to that CPU. It's not going to fulfill all of us requests, right? So that's why in the picture system designs come. Here we go with the system design, right? I think everyone now get a clear picture about the system design, why the system design, why the system design we are doing, right? Every time we are calling system design, good system designer. That is the need of a system designer here. Okay. So now tell me, everything is okay, but from where the system design starts? भाई कुछ कोई चीज स्टार्ट करने के लिए कोई स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट तो होगा ना, राइट? तो so we have a starting points requirement. We have already discussed that. For initial stage of anything is a requirement, right? What you have to build. So first thing you note in your like notepad requirements, right? Then you need a architecture, good architecture, right? Now suppose you are building your own house. Okay. First of all, congratulations that you are building your own house. Now you are designing your architecture. For example, you have designed a kitchen in one corner of the plot, and you have designed your hall or bedroom in the one corner of your plot. Is it going to work? What do you think? Your one component is at that corner, another is on that corner. Does your system is going to work? Yes or no? Please let me know in the chat. Yes or no? Or you can show your thumb, something like that in the camera also. Definitely not. You will need a good planning. Your all components should be interactive with each other, right? So here's the architectures coming, and we are going to explore this segment throughout this session, right? Now tell me, okay, the plan is ready. You have decided there here will be the kitchen. In the front of the kitchen, there will be the bedroom, something like that. Now what you will do? You will make a detailed plan, right? You will make a detailed plan. So same in the system design, we make a detailed plan how individual component is going to connect with each and everything. And after that, we start implementing. Right. Are you with me, guys? Okay. Now you start building the system. I hope now you have got a little bit picture about the system design. Just tell me in a 3 words, what is a system design? Can anyone please pin that in the chat? What is a system design? Whatever you have learned so far about the system design, or what is the picture that is clear in your mind? Uh, Guys, please respond fast. We have lots of topic ahead and interesting. Request all to guys. Please reply. What is system design that you have learned so far? Basic architecture of a software with possible requirement. Make high level design. Okay. Okay. Any more definition? It's overview of application we are building. Okay, system design is the architecture of the system, how different components will interact with each other. Okay, Pankaj has given the answer. Okay, yeah. So system design is the architecture in which we define the architecture, components, data flow, how the entire system, how the non-functional things, all the system works with each other, right? I have told you all the components are interacting with each other. So that's why the system designs come to into the picture. Okay. Now you can see this flow diagram, flow chart, right? You have the user, then user, you have your own software, your users are interacting with that software. You have a database, services, cache, right? This is a short overview of the system design, how you are going to, how you build or how you are going to use, right? Now we will see each and everything in a detailed. Now, do you know what are two types of design? Anyone knows what are two types of design? Two types of system design. Can anyone please let me know in the chat section? Yeah, perfect. High level and low level. Definitely right. Okay. Now, let's go back to our same example that we are exploring. You think you need to build your own house, right? Now, when you build your own house, what comes to in your mind? Please let me know what comes to in your mind. Okay. First of all, you think in the first of all you think how you will make that house, right? Where will be the kitchen? Where will be the your bedroom? Right. Overview of your house, right? Your we can see your front end kind of thing. Okay. And when we go to the detailing part, like where will be the wiring, where will be the switchboard, where will be the sockets, right? This comes under the low level design. And the big pictures that come in your mind, this comes to the high level design. Okay, we'll have one more detailed example for the HLD and LED because these are main concept and these are foundation for our entire session. So when we talk about the high level design, we need to think particularly about your platform, how it's going to is it scalable, it is reliable, uh, does our platform is going to handle all the stuff or all the pressure that we are going to give on that platform. So this we need to be take care of all the things, right? But when we goes to the low level design, it comes under your coding part. Okay, how you have defined your function, how you are written the code, how you are defined the components. So each everything comes under a low level design. But firstly, we will need to learn high level design because it's your front end, like your first impression, I can say, right? Your database, your servers. This is the first thing you need to take care. After that, you will take care of a low level design, right? अगर आपका फ्रंट एंड ही अच्छा नहीं है, अगर आपका डेटाबेस ही अच्छा नहीं है, आपका सर्वर ही लोड नहीं ले पा रहा है, आप कोड में कितना भी चेंजेस करो, गोइंग टू वर्क? डेफिनेटली नॉट. या बोथ शुड बी इक्वल, but we will majorly focus on high level design in this entire session. Okay. Now, in the high level system design, we have user. I guess roughly everyone has know the load balancer. Don't get panic if you don't know the load balancer or everything. Just we will explore that. But you know the load balancer, right? So every user, like you have application, you use the load balancer, use the application services, then the databases. So this entire system comes under a high level system design. But your coding parts that comes under low level system design. Okay, how you have designed your databases, how you have written your code, how your service, how order services are working, everything related to coding comes under low level design. I guess everyone is perfect till here, right? Now everyone have good picture. Whenever someone will ask you what is the difference between HLD and LLD, just remember the picture of this. Your home, how you will design your home. You can explain from there, right? Now, how you will approach an HLD problem. Okay, now we are going to detail in depth in each problem statement, right? First of all, we have seen system design. Under that, we have seen HLD and LLD, right? Now we are going with the HLD. Okay, so we are going in the depth with each topic. So can you tell me what is HLD problem, high level design problem? Can anyone please tell me? Okay, now this is the iterative cycle. Remember, before going ahead, I want to specify one thing to everyone. Please take note of this. This is very important point. Now, whenever you will get a problem or whenever you are getting a stuck, there will be a solution. Same in next slide as well. Okay. But each solution will have some trade-off that you need to figure out and you need to add new solution. Because in the system design or in the high level system design, we can't integrate AI, or we can integrate AI, but here you don't have any universal principle. Remember, here there is no universal principle that you will be used here. Let's take one example. Yeah, first of all, you all have already given the Google interview. Okay, right. You use Google's application. They have millions of users in their database. Perfect. You have built application that don't have much user at that time. Are you going to use similar design that Google is using uh, in your database or in your application? What do you think? The same architecture you are going to follow? क्या आप सेम आर्किटेक्चर फॉलो करोगे क्या? क्यों नहीं? क्यों? वो तो गूगल फॉलो कर रहा है ना, तो हम भी करेंगे ना? नहीं ना, डेफिनेटली नॉट. So there is no universal law or universal principle to design an entire system. Please remember that this. Okay. Now, when we talk about HLD, first of all, we will understand the problem. Okay. What is first rule? Not a rule, but first thing that we will use, understand a problem or the scope. Right. Then we will define the section, like these are the functional requirements, non-functional requirements, that we will see in the later. Just take overview of that. Okay, we will define that problem. Then we will see the estimation. You have a lot of user, but you don't have done the estimation. Like you are building a software and your business owner or your requirement teams don't tell you that what are the requirement or what estimate user they are planning. Definitely, we don't know how many users are going to be there, but initially we plan we will have acquire 100 users. We will do pilot with that. So that estimation is very important. Then we will design. We will design the APIs, architectures, and everything we will design. Then we will analyze. Now, this is a very good thing. I guess a good problem solver tech guy has always interest over this types of thing. You have built a good architecture, right? But your users are going to increase. You are going to add more function on that, right? Right? So whenever you will upgrade your design, there will be some problem. You need to analyze. There will be a bottleneck, right? You have added a database. You have added two database. Then you will think, yeah, I have added two database, but which request will goes to that database, right? That also we are going to identify. That we will see later. Now your system design is ready. Now you will need to improve that, right? So that's why this process is iterative. You will continuously learn, evolve your process. You will need to upgrade your system. You will need to find the bugs. You will need to find the bottlenecks, and you need to update your system. Right? Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Okay. I guess you have written this problem statement initially, design and learning platform. Yeah. We are going to work on this problem statement throughout our the workshop. Okay. So now, do you know what are functional requirements and non-functional requirements? Can anyone please let me know what are functional requirements and non-functional requirements? Let me in the chat. Some basic overview, basic idea, something like that. No one has replied. Any foundation thing that you have learned so far. Yeah, please let me know. In the chat section, you can add something like that. Okay, we'll see. The functional requirements are the requirements that are seen by the your user. Okay, you have built your online platform. Let's go with the example. You have built your platform. Now, what do you think? You have given the browse course section, then enroll in the course function, watch videos, track the progress. Right now, think you will firstly understand what users need, because you also know if you want good users or the user should be repetitive on your platform, your you should satisfy the user needs, right? All the needs that user wants should be satisfied by your end, then only the user is going to come on your platform. So you need to understand all the functional things that the user is going to see, that are in the functional things. For example, you go to the mall, right? Now in the front you see the good shops and everything, right? Good salesperson are there. So they show you the good things. So these are some all the user experience thing. This is the front end thing, right? You see the everything there, but you don't know operationally what is going there. For example, you go to the DMart and you buy the biscuits or something like that, their inventory is not as much sufficient over there, right? You see there only 2 packets of biscuits are there, and there are lots of customer to buy that. Your functional requirements are good, right? You have the good inventory over there. You're showing your products, but there are 10 customers for that, and you have only 2 products. Your inventory is also empty. Going to work? Is it going to work? Does that customer is going to come to your platform or going to buy that product from your the DMart? Definitely not. Then here's non-functional requirements come into the picture. Same things happen with our platform. You build the good functional things. You have given the best platform as much as you can, but your platform is not scalable. It's not able to respond the customer needs. It's lagging over there. Your customer experience is too poor, right? From the backend perspective, huh? I'm not talking about the functional perspective. That is also not going to work. So you need to be a balance between your functional requirement as well as non-functional requirement. This is the most and the basic thing that you need to remember. Okay, are you guys with me? Please let me know in the chat section. Yes. What do you understand from the these two things? Can you just give me one point in the comment section? Are you able to relate with this with your terms? Okay. Now you have done with your functional and non-functional requirement. Okay. Uh, we have seen the next topic, that is a capacity estimation. Okay. Your front end is and everything is working perfectly. Your for your small user, your system is working. So what will be your second thought process while scaling up your system or designing the system? First thing was, what was the first thing? Functional and non-functional, right? Yeah, we have seen the functional requirements, non-functional requirements. So we have done with our requirement part, right? Now we will think how much user or how much capacity is going to come on our platform. While while maintaining the platform, you will need some estimation over there. How many of you are good in mathematics, or how many of you are interested in mathematics? Please let me in the comment section. How many of you are good in mathematics or have little bit interest? Yeah. Okay. Uh, I will tell you one short story so that you will relate this. When I was in my like early college days, I don't like maths. I will be very honest with you. I am not able to understand why I have learned that theorems and everything. I guess everyone can relate this with uh, themselves. Why we have used and trigonometry. Have you guys used that trigonometry in your real life somewhere? I guess tech people will never use that. Maybe the civil or something people use that, or I don't know. Okay. Now let's come to the capacity estimation. Can you tell me your learning platform has grown? Now you have 1 lakh of user based on your platform. What do you think? Does 1 lakh register user are going to use your platform daily or on the same time? Definitely not. Right. Let's have one example over here. You have 10,000 people in your area, and one of the good business owner have built a mall over there. Do 10,000 people is going to visit daily or same time to that mall? Definitely not. Same here. So uh, we divide this in the total users, in the three segment. Total user, that actually active user that are using your platform, and concurrent user that actually use your platform concurrently, right? So same here. For example, if you have uh, 1 lakh or 10 lakh user on your platform, and each one make a request, right? 10 requests per user per minute is done by each one of them. Okay. What do you think? What will be the RPS? We need to calculate the RPS so that we can scale our servers and database. We'll link this with next slide. I will assume that it will be 17,000 requests per second. Okay. Let's assume one user is requesting 17,000 requests are there. 17,000 requests per seconds are there. Okay. Right. Now, second point, you have your capacity estimation. Right. Now you have to think like that. There might be more user as well, but we have one rough estimation that your team has given that there will be a 17,000 requests per second. What you will do? How you will? What will be your thought process to scale your platform? Will you scale your platform for these types of requests? Will you scale your platform? Guys, will you scale your platform? Yes, not? Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely. You will scale your platform. Okay. How many of you know the client server architecture? Okay. I guess many of you have learned the client server architecture. For example, you have a your app is popular, right? Like a learning platform. Let's give a good name to your platform. What you can suggest to give a good name to your problem statement or your platform? Can anyone please tell me? Let's give a one name to your problem statement. Okay, let's give it X circle. Okay, your platform you have name with the X circle to your problem statement. Now think a student comes to your platform and just give the request to your platform that I have to browse this course, for example, Munstack course. Then it goes to the server, then it will goes to the database, and it will give you the response. So this is the basic architecture that we all knows, right? You also knows the request comes from the server that goes to database. Definitely, everyone knows this. Okay. Do you know what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? What that S difference? What is that S? I guess everyone knows this answer. Can you please this in the comment section? What is that S stands for? Yeah, right. That S stands for secure. Okay, security. Okay. Okay. Now I have one question for you all. We have client, server, and database. Why we use this server? We can connect front end directly with the database. Why we are wasting this money on this type of server or the backend things? What do you think? Guys, please let me in the comment section. Huh? Please respond for this. The very basic question. Why we can't connect client directly with the database or the front end directly to the database? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Please let me in the comment section. Why we can't connect client directly to our database? Okay. Please give me answer in the comment section. Okay, I will explain you. Do you have any curiosity to know this answer? Why we are using the server? We can directly connect front end to the database, right? So here's the pictures come. We need business logics over there, right? If you will connect your front end directly to your database, definitely it will give you the response, but there will be no business logic. Now you have made your platform that X circle, but you don't have given the business logic that if I enroll to your platform, there should be authentication. Does that student has given the payment or not, right? So to develop the business logics, we need that types of backend and the server, right? So that they know, yeah, this is the authentic person. He has requested. We have to give the uh, like access of your course, right? Definitely. So that's why we don't directly connect front end to your database. Okay. Yeah, are you with me, guys? Hello, are you with me? Yes. I guess you know the protocols. I will not go into detail with that protocol. Just I will highlight so that you know. Do you know protocols? Get, post, delete. Yeah, these are the basic protocols that most of the interviewer ask. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, do you know how web requests work? When I was started my career, I was very wonder about it. How these things work, right? We type the URL in the web browser, and the entire system works. And within a second, I am able to see the website. How this works? Yes. Yeah, yeah. Can you tell me how this works? How web request works? Now, for example, you have gone to the browser and you type desunacademy.in. What's happened? You see the page of landing page of the desunacademy.in with the courses and everything, right? But your request goes to the browser. Before that, I need to explain one thing. Do you use mobile phone? Does everyone use mobile phone, right? In mobile phone, you have phone book. We are humans. We are not able to memorize each one of numbers. We are bad in numbers. Okay, this is one scientific thing that I have also learned, that we are not able to. We don't have capacity to learn numbers very much, but we can remember the name of person. So what we do, instead of remembering the number, we remember the name of that person. Same concept is used here, right? When you give the request to the browser, desunacademy.in, every website or every URL have a DNS server, right? DNS name that is in the form of numbers. Okay, so that request goes to that DNS, and that DNS found that goes to the HTTPS and found the where is that server located, goes to the there, take the request. Then after taking the request, it go to the database check everything that it's going to good to go. The request is good. It secure. Then you get the response back to your browser, right? Right. Are you with me, guys? Okay. Now I am little bit confused. I think you all will solve my problem. I think you will answer my one question. Okay. I'm little bit confused. We have from last 2 or 3 minutes, we are talking about this, that users come, goes to the browser, then go to the DNS, HTTPS, then server, then database. What do you think? Does it very long process? I when I type this in academy.in, within a 2 or 3 seconds, I'm able to see that website. Right. What do you think? What is the logic, or why it's very fast? Can anyone please let me know? I'm a little bit confused here. I'm not getting the answer of this. Can anyone please let me know? Okay. So because we have a good server, we have scaled our systems, we have good number of the database or the system that we have designed, this everything is the strong, right? Are you with me? Yeah. Now the most important point of this session is this scaling your system. You have a problem statement with you, that X circle, your learning platform. Okay. Now, first of all, congratulations, you all. Ask me why. Your platform, yeah, your platform, you got a good revenue because you have lots of user on your platform. That's why I've congratulated you. You have good user, it means your revenue is very good. You're going to earn. Or if you are a job person, your salary is going to be increased because of you, the company got good user on that platform. Yeah, right. Now, but the problem is that your manager is not going to increase your salary, or your startup is not going to work, because maybe your manager is going to fire you. Is that scary? No. I will tell you why. Because you have not think like a good system designer. You are using same server, you are using only one server, same database. Then how your manager will be happy, or your system will be is good to go. So you will need to scale that system, right? One server is not good. You need to scale your system, and here the scaling comes into the picture. Now we have two types of scaling, right? I guess everyone knows. Can you tell me that two types of scaling? Which are the two types of scaling? Do you know, guys, what types of scaling there are? Two types of scaling. Yes. Someone has given the answer. Amit, okay. Vertical and horizontal. Right, right, right. You have vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Now, before going to that, think of example. You are in a go down. Okay, DMarts go down. You are in a DMarts go down. Now you have, for example, you have 100 boxes with you, and they told you to arrange them. What you will do? You have a little bit space over there. For example, this type of space, and you have to arrange 100 boxes. What you will do? You will keep one box above the one box. You will try to scale that vertically, right? You will try to make. But what do you think? For example, if you have put 50 boxes over there, are you able to put the 51st box over there because you have already scaled up as much as you can, right? You are not able to keep that box on the 50th, 51st number. Then you are wondering, yeah, what should I do? Still 50 boxes are left, right? Then you think one of your good friend who has a good humor suggested you that भाई साइड में भी तो थोड़ी सी जगह है साइड में लगा ले राइट 51 तो हो गए ना बस और 50 लग रहे तो साइड में लगा ले राइट सेम हियर now your vertical scaling is done now you are not able to scale your platform but yeah you can do horizontal scaling you can add more server over there right in a vertical scaling you can increase your size of your server right now you have 4 GB server you can increase it up to 8 32 and as much as you can or as much as your platform can survive now that's why I've told you there is no universal law you need to define your own system how you have to scale or which till the number of segment you need to scale your system. So after vertical scaling, you think your platform is still getting good responses, then you will think about vertical scaling. Right. You added one more server to your platform. Right. I guess now vertical scaling and horizontal scaling is clear to everyone. Is it? Now tell me, I have given you one golden rule at initially only. Do you remember that golden rule? What was that golden rule? Can you just pin in the chat? If you are giving the attention, you will remember that one golden rule. Okay, I will tell you. You have done vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, right? Now you have tried to add one more server. You try to add one more server. Do you think when your API or when your API goes or when you request, how that will know in which server they have to go, in which server the request should be gone, right? I have given you one golden rule. Whenever you will find a solution, after that you are going to have one bottleneck, right? Or after that you are going to be in a trouble, right? Yes. So now here, load balancer comes into the picture. Guys, from these two slides, now the session will be in the very interactive way, and I want your response so that all these these are foundations topic. Once you get understand this topic, we can build a good system. Okay. Now, someone has given answer load balancer as well, right? You're right. We use load balancer over there. Now, what is load balancer? Can you think what is load balancer? Why load balancer is being used? Do you know load balancer? Okay. Yeah, right, right, right. You have user, you have server, right? Do you remember our basic architecture? Now, in that architecture, we have added load balancer over there. The work of load balancer is main work to distribute the traffic to the server. Okay, you have three server with you. Load balancer will distribute that traffic to each server. Okay, are you with me, guys? What question is in your mind right now regarding load balancer? Please let me know what you think now. I guess something curiosity must be there in your mind. Is there? Okay. How that load balancer knows in which server that load balancer need to distribute that request or go that request to that server? Yeah, right. How it distribute that request to that server. So we will see that. Now we have three rules or like three algorithms for the distributing this load balance. First is round robin. I guess everyone knows the round robin method. Yeah, everyone knows round robin. Okay. Now, uh, if you don't know round robin, we will see. For example, if you have three servers with three server with the same configuration, 4 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB. Now, whenever request will come, first it will send to the server A, then it will go to server B, then it will go to server C. Same will happen. Now new request come, it will goes to server A. So this how round robin work. Let's relate with the real life example here. So that will be a better understanding. You go to the hospital. Okay. For your daily health checkup, there are 5 doctors with the same experience, same with everything is same. Okay. Now the staff, those who are managing everything, will send you to the doctor A. Like patients come, it will go to doctor A. Then one more patient come. Now your doctor is already engaged with one patient. So that management team should send second patient to the doctor one only. No, right? He is already engaged with one patient. So that request goes to the second one. So this how same round robins algorithm work in the load balancer. Now here is one more interesting thing. Let's see. Now we have rigid round robin. Here what happened? We have same three server, but server one has a good capacity. Like it's of we have scale it vertically. For example, it has 16 GB of the configuration, but other two servers are only of 4 GB. Okay, what do you think? A request come to the server now, sorry, to the load balancer. Now that how that load balancer should distribute that request using the round robin is worth it? No, right? In the terms of cost also, because we have a good server with us, we can send the good number of requests to the server one, right? With a good configuration. So whenever the request will come, the load balancer will check. Yeah, server one has this amount of requests, so we can pass that request to the server one because it's capable for now. Meanwhile, you can pause your server 2 and server 3. It will not cost as much, but suddenly here we will take the example of Amazon. Okay, there is a big billion day. Now you know Amazon have already good number of server in their backend. There is a big billion day. I guess big billion day is of Flipkart. So sorry. So there is big billion day of Flipkart. Then request comes. Okay, Flipkart know tonight there will be a lots of requests from the customer, right? Definitely. So does they will use round robin? No, because they already know that they have a good data, a good server base. One server is good capable because at 2 a.m. one good server will handle that request. So no need to turn on another two requests. Two servers, right? But suddenly, when at 12.12 is this thing process or is this system is going to work? No, we don't know. There might be a huge crowd over there, right? So they may the request should be distributed equally. So this how the rigid round robin works. The one server is good capable and another are in the standby or in the ideal state. So the round robin will decide where to send the request. Now, list connection. This is the most interesting load balancer. And I guess we everyone know maybe. Now, tell me, you goes to the doctor, right? There are 5 doctor, we know. Now, doctor one has already 15 patient assigned to take the 15 patient. Okay. Now, two of them, two of them have only five patient with them. Now, whenever new patient will come, what will management do? Do you think the patient should goes to the doctor A and all the are same experience? All doctors are of same experience. Okay, it means all servers are same capable. Now tell me what management should do. Should new patient should goes to the server A? Definitely no, because we have already two ideal server that are in a ideal state. You can send that request to that server, right? Same here, it check which server has load, which don't have, where we can send the request, and it send that request to that particular server, right? I hope everyone now knows the what is load balancer, how a load balancer distribute these things over there. Now tell me, sending the traffic over this server is only the work of load balancer. What do you think? Load balancer is only capable to send the request to the server. Please let me in the comment section. Can you tell me, please? Does the sending request to the server is only work of a load balancer? No. Now, for example, you have 3 server with you. One of is not working, not responding. Only 2 servers are working. For example, in your platform only users come, they are requesting, but your one server is in not responding, but another 2 servers are working. How the load balancer should know that, right? Which server is working, where to send request. So the load balancer check the health of server as well. Does that server is capable to take that request? Is that server is working? So all these things are also taken care by your load balancer, right? Right? Are you with me, guys? What we saw till now, yeah, we gone through the functional, non-functional. It means requirements, right? Now, after gathering requirement, we saw in our platform we should need some uh, capacity estimation. We should know how many users should be there, so I can scale my system, right? After that, we saw basic client server architecture. So how that's for the small users, how it works. But yeah, we found the difficulty that my system is not capable to fulfill everyone's request. So we thought that we should do the scaling of the system, and we try to do the scaling vertically first. But it was that also not satisfying my need. Then what we do? We try to scale horizontally. But when we do horizontally, we found the problem that I'm not able to distribute the request to all the server. So for that we use load balancer, right? That's why I've given you one golden rule at the beginning of the workshop. Now tell me, scaling server is only the solution of your problem. What do you think? You have 10 millions of user on your X Circle platform on your startup. You just try to scale your server. You try to add 100 of server over there, 20 of server over there. Is your server is the only solution for this type of problem? What do you think? Please let me know in the chat section. Please let me know. No, server is not the only solution. Now we have databases. For example, your server is not able to fetch a request from your database, right? Then also your system is going to collapse. Then also you're going to be fired by your manager, right? Or your startup is going to close. So yes, so now database scaling comes to the picture. Okay. Now you need to think. Now you are thinking like a good system designer, because I see most of you have already given the answer in the like chat section that we will do the database scaling. Yes. Now what you will do, yeah, everyone given me answer that database scaling. You will immediately add one database over there? No, right? Because we saw in the scaling part of the server, do we directly added another server, directly started with the horizontal scaling? No, right? We try to do vertical. So initially we try how much we can do with the things that we have, right? Same. First, you will try to measure your database, right? You will find out what is in my database. You will try to measure the things, minor things in your databases. Okay, right. Then after measuring the issue or measuring the your database, you will try to do the query optimization. I guess everyone knows these terms. You will optimize your query. For example, there is 90% read operation and only 10% write operation, but your query is doing all the things. Is going to work? No. You need to optimize your query. Remember, a good soft system designer will figure out how they can increase, or he will instruct their team to optimize the query. Okay, you optimize the query, but still the satisfaction is not there. You are not able to fulfill your needs. Then you will try to review your indexing. Now, for the indexing, let's have one example. Have you visited to the library or any bookstore, something like that? Have you visited over there? Okay. Now, there are thousands of books over there, right? But if you don't know in which shelf you have that book, you need to go there. Then how are you going to find out the book that you need? So for that, the managements give you the display, right? Where in which shelf there is this book and like that. Same we will need to do here. We will review the indexing over here. We will give the indexing to our system, and we will try to uh, yes. So we will try to figure out that whenever request will come, it will check. Yeah, okay. So by this indexing, I need to go there and directly get your answer from there. Right. Same when your the management told you go to the shelf number 10. In that 10, you need to search. your book, you will go there directly and bring the data. Same here. You will go there and you will bring the data, right? Now, as a good software system designer, you have tried as much as you can do, but at the end, still you are not able to fulfill your user need or the request that are coming to your platform. This is not a problem, huh? This is a good thing because you are scaling up now. It means when you will be scaling, good number of money, good number of revenue, salary hike, right? So don't treat it as a problem. Treat it as like solution. What we will do, we will try to make a replica of the databases here. Okay. Now, for example, if you go, for example, you have published one book, right? And it's very popular right now. But you have only one book with you, and you have your 10 of your friends are they also want to read your book. Hey, kitab likhi hai. Obviously, your family will say, hame do, hame do, hame do. Your friends will be excited to read the book because you have wrote the book, but you have only one copy. Now tell me, you have 10 friends and one book. How are you going to fulfill their needs? Definitely, भाई वो नाराज हो जाएंगे, इतनी अच्छी बुक लिखी है आपने बट आप दे ही नहीं पा रहे किसी को. बट आपका एक जो दोस्त है ना, वो बहुत स्मार्ट है, राइट? आपके जैसा, मे बी आप ही हो सकते हो वो स्मार्ट. उसने बोला सुन ना, इसकी और एक कॉपी बना लेते हैं. भले तू मेरे को एक लैमिनेशन वगैरह करके इतना खर्चा नहीं करना है तो मत कर, बट एक कॉपी बना के दे इसकी, कि एटलीस्ट हम कंटेंट तो भी पढ़ पाए आप तेरे बुक का, राइट? सेम ईयर व्हाट वी डू, वी हैव अ प्राइमरी डेटाबेस. मतलब आपकी ओरिजिनल जो बुक है वो आपके साथ पास ही है, बट you have made the small replica of your databases, right? So from that, whenever the request will come, now think, huh? Please pay attention now. This is very important. Requests come from the server to your database to find that uh, something course number like this. Okay, it's don't go directly to the your because it's a read. Okay, read request comes from your database. You can use your replica there over there. You don't know, always go to the primary side. Like primary automatically updates your replica. You go to the replica one, you find, and you immediately pass over to the students. Sorry, to the your users. Okay, but here is golden rule. Remember golden rule. Okay, now tell me, if operation like right come from the user, he need to upgrade his subscriptions or he need to upgrade his course, does replica going to work? Definitely not. You need to do that operations in the primary database only, right? So you need to think like this. I have already told you that there is no rule over there. You need to brainstorm over there and you need to define your own strategy over there, where to use replica, where to use primary databases. This is a good system designer. And remember, all of the MNCs like Google's and everyone nowadays asking for a system designer. They ask system design interview like questions in the interview. Maybe some of them told to design a system as well. Okay, now यार गोल्डन रूल फिर से आ गया हमारा. अभी तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया, हम रेप्लिका से तो भी यूजर की नीड सेटिस्फाइड नहीं कर पा रहे, राइट? राइट. सो व्हाट टू डू नाउ? You are a good system designer, guys. Think like that. Now, one more concept comes to the picture, that sharing database. Okay, now what happened? What you will do? Too much load on the database is not fulfilling your request. What you will do? You will just share that database. You will split your database. Now you will add one more database like this. Now remember the same example that we are talking about earlier about your library or the shopkeeper you have visited over there, a big room. Okay. Now, for example, you know that you have designed a different databases. You have a different user. Okay. So you have one databases and all are in one databases. For example, in your college, there are 10 students, right? 10 faculty says the 10 student will sit in this classroom only. Next 10 will sit in classroom B. In your exam also, we have the roll numbers and we sit in the room, something like that. Same concept is here. Now, whenever faculties will come or whenever the teacher will come and they want to figure out where the Sarvesh is sitting, in which classroom or in which building he is sitting for the exam. Now she is able to like find out me where I'm sitting, right? Because she knows that Sarvesh is sitting in this building in this classroom. So he will go to that building and he will figure out that where I am, right? Now same in the database, what we do, we make databases and we define in the database one, we have this number of user in that database. In database 2 we have this number of user over there, right? Now फिर से प्रॉब्लम आ गया, गोल्डन रूल कुछ क्यूरियोसिटी जागे सब में कि यार ठीक है बाबा, बोल दिया सर्वेश ने कि 3 डेटाबेस बना दिए। एक डेटाबेस में पहले 10 लाख यूजर है, दूसरे 10 लाख है, तीसरे 10 लाख है। मेरे को बताइए क्या क्वेश्चन है, कुछ तो क्यूरियोसिटी आएगी। इफ यू आर लिसनिंग एंड इफ यू आर अ गुड सिस्टम डिजाइनर, समथिंग इज इन योर माइंड राइट नाउ। प्लीज लेट मी नो। कुछ तो क्यूरियोसिटी होगी जानने की। नो, नो क्यूरियोसिटी टू लर्न। या राइट। रिक्वेस्ट कौन से डेटाबेस में जाएगी? सेम लोड बैलेंसर में हमने देखा था, लाइक जो लोड बैलेंसर कॉन्सेप्ट देखा था, वे पता कैसे चलेगा सर्वर को कि बाबा कौन से डेटाबेस में रखा है? सो फॉर दैट वी यूज शेयर्ड की, द आईडी दैट इज ऑलरेडी स्टोर्ड। सो दैट आईडी टोल्ड सर्वर कि भाई ये डेटाबेस में रखा है, यहाँ पे जाओ रिक्वेस्ट लेके आओ, बाकी कोई डेटाबेस में जाने की जरूरत नहीं। नाउ नाउ थिंक हाउ, इसीलिए मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि ये यूट्यूब हो गया, इंस्टाग्राम हो गया, स्विगी हो गया, they have millions of users, how still their app are good? Yeah, still they are able to figure out this. So this type of system design they use, and that's why the big MNC and big company or big startup owner are going towards the system design. You know, system design can also reduce the cost estimation as well of that organization. So that's why they hire good employee for this type of thing, because here you need human tendency, right? Here we need human interval, because human brain is the only brain which can actually figure out actual things and can relate with the practical things, right? So that's why we are designing this type of systems and all. Now, golden rule, golden rule. Guys, do you remember golden rule? Something is coming. फिर से प्रॉब्लम आ गया। अब प्रॉब्लम ऐसा है ठीक है, आपने स्केल भी कर लिया, 4 डेटाबेस भी बढ़ा दिए, लाइक, बट यू नीड टू ऑप्टिमाइज दिस सॉल्यूशन। नाउ हमारा ऑप्टिमाइजेशन वाला फेज स्टार्ट हो गया। ठीक है, रिमेंबर दैट इटरेटिव साइकिल। Till now, we have designed a good system. First of all, congratulations to you all. Yeah, the foundations or the thing that we need, we have completed or we have detailed that. But now let me know if you need to improve this, right? Because this thing is not never going to stop. Your users are still lagging or still seeing not good performance on your X Circle application, right? Now, in the databases, the golden rule, if you remember that, still user are facing low request on their database, on their interface. Now tell me how you will solve this issue. I guess the solution is already on the screen. Let me know how you will solve this issue. Cache. Right. Now tell me, you have simply answered the cache, like caching, we will use that. But everywhere you will use that? No, right? Let's see. When user request, the caches store the frequently asked information in that segment. So that's why we store that, for example, that's stored in the RAM segment. Because, for example, on your platform, that X circle, everyone is browsing workshop on our high level system design. Everyone is browsing that only. Then why we are sending that request all the time to your databases? No, is doing that is worth it? No, you can use the cache so that user have a good experience. Within a second, user will get response. Yeah, the course is here and you can browse the course, right? So let's see how the cache systems work. User requested, right? User requested, it goes to the cache, cache hits, see if it has the response in that, it will immediately respond to your request. But the request is missed, then what should happen? Then it go to the database. It tried to find out where is in the database. It tried to store in the cache, and then it's go to the cache. Okay, so these cycles work over here. Yeah, right, Pankaj. So these loops continuously work. So that's why whenever you, I guess everyone is a software developer. I'm assuming that whenever you work in the local system or local device, right? You find that your senior developer always told, please delete the cache or please delete the cookies and something like that, right? Uh, yeah, so we face this issue, but I don't think we have tried to figure out or we have curiosity to learn that. Okay, golden rule. Now, here also golden rule apply. What do you think? Why here golden rule will be applied? भाई सब परफेक्ट चल रहा है ना अभी, डेटा इतना इशू था, हमने कैश ऐड कर दिया, ठीक है, कैश में ये दे देगा, इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्स दे देगा, तो यहाँ पे गोल्डन रूल का क्या काम है? One more fact, we used different cache in a different segment. We use that cache in the database, in the also in the website as well, in the front end side, in the database side, because each one has their own role, right? Now tell me, uh, you needs to log in every time. There are a function to save the passwords in the local device, right? So that whenever you will log in, you don't need to re-log in every time, or you don't need to type the passwords every time. So that types of our caches are also there. But right now we are exploring a brief about everything. We will see detailed in our next webinar and next workshop about this. Okay, tell me why your golden rule is applying. भाई अभी तो सब सही चल रहा था ना, अभी गोल्डन रूल का क्या काम है इधर? कोई बता सकता है मुझे यहाँ पे गोल्डन रूल का क्या काम है? नो वन? Okay, Ram has given the answer, so sorry. How can you find whether that really? Yeah, Ram, we have that also in the next slide, upcoming slide. We will explore that as well. Oh, Ram, you forgot the golden rule, right? The golden rule was that whenever you will have the solution, there will be some trade-off or bottleneck. Right. So whenever you will define the solution, you will need to figure out how you will enhance that, or you will be in the problem. Like we have seen in the vertical horizontal scaling, we have done horizontal scaling. We got new problem that where to give that request. For that, we use a load balancer, right? Same. Now here, the golden rule will be applied that the challenges over here are, for example, you are using a banking app. Okay. How many of you visits bank or you UPI or do the online transaction? Can you please let me know how many of you? यस यस भाई सब उसी पे तो चल रहा है हम सबका. राइट. नाउ टेल मी, यू हैव हमारा जो प्लेटफॉर्म एक सर्कल अभी तक हमने बनाया उसमें पेमेंट सेगमेंट में आपने अगर कैश यूज कर लिया या फिर यू थिंक दैट इट इज हमें रिक्वेस्ट जल्दी डालना है. राइट. आपके कोर्स की प्राइस है 99 रुपीज, इनिशियली आपने सेट किया था. But you think that you have to hide the price, or it was discounted price. You have to give it 999 price. Now tell me, your cache is not updated. User is able to see 99 only, but whenever we will go to the payment segment, it will not going to work, right? Hey, 99 999 का प्लान है और मैं 99 ही पे करूंगा, that will be a conflict over there. So you, as a good software and software developer, as well as a good system architecture, you should know where to use what, right? Because this is not going to happen, and especially in the payment segment, you should be a very conscious while designing the systems, right? Now we have the TTL. Now what is the TTL? The TTL is the time to live experience. Like for example, time to live expire. For example, you will set for how much time this cache should be stored. Right. Now you have given offer of 99 rupees per course. It should store, it's for 24 hours. Then your cache should know after 24 hours it should get expired. This type of thought process you need while designing the system. After that, invalidation. Now, tell me, in the bank you do the transaction and everything's like working perfectly, but the query or the cache that has been respond with a different amount, you are showing different amount, and it's like the bank has given the different amounts, that is also not going to work. So this how we face the challenges in this cache system. Now tell me, here is a new concept that we need to learn. भाई यूट्यूब हमें फ्री में सब कुछ स्टोर करने के लिए, सब कुछ इन द सेंस यूट्यूब पे वीडियो अपलोड करने के लिए दे रहा है, राइट? देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस इन देयर. क्या लगता है यूट्यूब वो डायरेक्ट डेटाबेस में स्टोर कर रहा है? व्हाट यू थिंक, डज यूट्यूब स्टोर ऑल द वीडियोस in their own database? Does YouTube store all the videos in their database? What do you think? No, right? So here new term comes, that is object storage. Do you remember our startup, that the problem we are working on that? Do you remember our startup? और भूल गए startup को भाई, वो revenue देने वाला है, हाँ? Please don't forget that startup, that problem statement. You are building a learning platform, that is Excel. Now you have uploaded 10,000 lecture on your platform to browse the student, but you can't upload that directly on your database. So for that you use object storage. Okay, so in which you actually store the files like videos, images, and PDFs. So your database don't have load, right? And the object are stored in the proper manner, so that whenever the user will request is deliver up properly. And one more thing, in the database we only store the things in which object and in which ID that has been stored, right? For example, the XYZ video, this workshop video is stored in the object storage, but database should know with the ID, video name, that where that video has been stored, so that they can retrieve from there. Okay. Now tell me, we are in India right now. Okay. One of the student is browsing your course from US, Europe, right? You have central database over there. One object storage is there, but you have scale, na? You are from your students are browsing from Europe as well. Now tell me how the student should get the response that student should get within a second is going to happen if you are storing all the things in Indian server only. No, they are going to lag. Definitely, they will take too much time to show your codes. This is also not going to work. Now here we use CDN, Content Delivery Network. So CDN is used so that the students, if your users are from anywhere from the globe, they can get the content from their nearby server, so that it will be a fast. Now tell me, uh, Amazon has their warehouse only in the Mumbai. Okay, they have only one warehouse that is established in Mumbai. Is it going to work? Hey, अब बतेरे बाकी जो जम्मू कश्मीर या फिर कहीं पे भी दिल्ली वगैरह में पार्सल जाने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा, कितने दिन लगेंगे, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सेक्शन in every state or in every city. Same, we have the CDN. The CDN is used to do the distribution. We check where the request has arrived and from which nearby server we can fulfill that request. Okay. Now we have synchronous and asynchronous stubs. Now tell me, for example, users comes to your platform, browse the course is completed. What do you think as a developer? What should happen when user complete the course? Please let me in the chat section. I guess सबको लगता है कि भूख लगी है. I guess सबको सब ऐसे थक गए ऐसे लग रहा है मुझे कैमराज में, और आई गेस आधे से ज्यादा ने तो कैमरा भी बंद कर दिया है, राइट? भूख लगी है क्या सबको? Yes, Ram has given the answer. Mark it complete and need to be issued a certificate. मुझे ये बताइए, आपने कोर्स कंप्लीट किया, कोर्स कंप्लीट करने के बाद आपको 1 घंटे बाद मेल आया कि यस सक्सेसफुली यू हैव कंप्लीटेड योर मेल, फिर अगले दिन आपको मेल आया या दिस इज योर सर्टिफिकेट, इज गोइंग टू वर्क? Is that going to work? Definitely not, because whenever one segment is completed, they have parallel process. You should get an email notification, you should get a WhatsApp message, immediately it should show the certificate, right? Then only the customer satisfaction or the user satisfaction will be done, right? So for these types of thing, we use this asynchronous terms. So you don't need to wait. Whenever the course is completed, immediately you should receive the certificate and every the process should be completed. Right? You should get immediate response. Now in the second segment, if you think I will complete the course, then I will check the task is completed, then the response is seen, the process is in the background. Is this going to work? This will be the slow as I'm talking about. Definitely, and no one will be interested. So that's why you have to design that this types of thing while you make the good products, right? Now, okay. Now tell me how the system should work. ठीक है, मतलब ये सब तो हो गया, बट कैसे होगा ये सब? जो बैकग्राउंड में जो प्रोसेस है, ये कैसे वर्क करेगी? व्हाट यू थिंक? We have to use the terms queen, right? So whenever the course will be completed, immediately, right after immediately, all the background process should be start. We don't need to stop. The user should not stop, right? मेरे को बताइए, आप बैंक में गए, बैंक में जाके अपने पैसे निकाल लिए और आपको 4 दिन बाद पता चल रहा है कि आपने पैसे निकाले हैं, आपकी इतना फिर आपका अमाउंट फेच होके बता रहा है कि आपने बैंक में कितने बैलेंस है. Not making any sense, right? Same here we need to do. Okay, now we are in the improvement segment of our lives, like of our cycle. भाई मस्त स्टार्टअप चल रहा है, आपका मैनेजर भी खुश है, सब कुछ अच्छा ही चल रहा है. आपने सारा जितने भी प्रोसेस होते हैं रिट्राई करके रिट्राइव करके सारा जितने भी आपको नॉलेज था सब लगा के आपने बेस्ट सिस्टम डिजाइन बना लिया. यूजर्स आर ऑल्सो सेटिस्फाइंग, एवरीथिंग इज वर्किंग परफेक्टली नाउ. बट still you are lagging. Still your job is in the like scary mode. Why, I will tell you. Now, for example, if you are not designed the like if you are not able to process the failure, then also the things is not going to work. For example, something is working, a course is working, course segment is working, right? You call the worker, then it's get failed, right? For example, for course one, for software design course, right? Software design course, you try to fetch that. It is not able to fetch. What you will do in the backend logic, you will retry. You will write retry that after 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 13 seconds. You have tried as much as time. अगर हमने उसको बस retry पे ही छोड़ दिया, ये बाबा continuously fetch करते रहो, going to work, unnecessary load is going to happen on your server. This is not a good approach. Retry is the best option, but not a good approach. You will do the retry 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. भाई आपका कोई दोस्त है, को अगर कहीं बाहर जाना है, आप उसको कंटिन्यूसली कॉल कर रहे हो, भाई वो उठा ही नहीं रहा है, उठा ही नहीं रहा है, मे बी सम. तो वो अप्रोच अच्छा भी नहीं है ना. वी विल ट्राई 2-3 times and you will think, yeah, maybe busy or something like that. So same here, after trying too much time of the retry segment, your request falls into the DLQ, dead later, because you need to store that request so that you, as a developer or as a team, you can identify why the requests are not coming, or why the server is lagging bit. So this can help you to debug the issue. And also, user will have good experience over there, right? Now, okay. So this type of thing we should need to take care over there. Do you know what is monolithic versus microservices? Anyone knows this? Okay. Okay, so we have 10 minutes with us. We will, in the monolith, we will have a simple example. Whenever you write a code, you write in a one file, in a one manner, right? In a one segment. So that's come to the monolithic. Mono. What do you mean by mono? One, single, right? One term. So in that you have defined your all services. In the microservices, what happened? You divide it into the chunks. Like for example, your core services is defined in one segment, your payment is in one segment, your certificate is in one segment. Now here good system architecture will always use this type of services. So फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर एक सर्विस भी बंद हो गया, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपका पेमेंट सर्विस बंद है, बट ब्राउज द कोर शुड बी वर्क राइट. So that meanwhile you can fix these bugs or fix the server. So that's why we use the microservices as well. But tell me, you are a system designer right now. From the starting, should we use microservices from the day one? From our Egg Circle platform, if we use microservices on day one, it's going to work. And why? Remember golden rule here also. If you will use microservices from day one, it has lot of maintenance as well, right? You need to check each and everything. You need to build each and every segment. It will be not a good, it will be a cost optimization. It will be not cost optimization, right? So you need to think on that perspective as well as a good system designer. So now tell me, in our platform, someone is trying to scrap the data from your platform, right? Your API someone is trying to give lots of requests on your platform. What will happen? Your platform will be crashed, right? Okay. Now, have you visited any resort or hotel? Have you visited any resort or hotel? Definitely, भाई. जिसने कौन है ऐसा जिसने किया नहीं अभी तक होटल या रिजॉर्ट में? Yeah. Now tell me, in the hotel there are lots of services, right? Housekeeping, then the food, and something like that. Now tell me, do you always go to each one of them? भाई मेरा रूम जरा साफ करके दो. आप वहां पे उसके जो उनके पास जाके बोलोगे क्या कि वी नीड टू डू दिस. फिर आप शेफ के पास जाओगे डायरेक्ट. यू विल गो डायरेक्ट टू शेफ एंड टेल या प्लीज गिव मी द फूड, प्लीज राइट माय ऑर्डर. नो, राइट? You have one central thing over there. The staff care of all this. They give you a number. Sir, if you need anything, please call on this. We will provide you all the services. Same thing used here. API gateways. Right. So whenever you need something, you have microservices, right? Your course is different, payment segment is different, certificate segment is different. You're not going to call each and every API all the time. You use API gateway. So you centrally tell your application or your client centrally tell, I want this. Now your API gateway knows from where you have to fetch the things and give to the client. Right. Now, uh, here is one more concept of rate limiting. Okay. I've already told you the example. Someone is trying to scrap your website, or there is a bot on our website who is trying to scrap the things. Is going to work. Unnecessary requests are coming to your platform. For that, you write rate limiting. Like you use these types of concept that rate limiting. So only user can request this number of requests in a one session. So if you are good developer as well, but if you have not used these minor things or you have not designed your architecture like this, then also your software is going to crash. After that, think something is going wrong still. Let's find out what. एज ए डेवलपर आपको आपके मैनेजर का कॉल आया कि यार सर्वेश, the requests are not working or this segment is not working. Customer is trying to log in on our dashboard, but he or she is not able to log in. Please figure out. Now I will think, यार figure out क्या, मैं तो नेटवर्क कॉल चेक कर लूंगा इंस्पेक्ट में जाके, और एल्स आई विल गो टू द डेटाबेस में रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है कि नहीं चेक कर लूंगा. बट व्हाट शुड एक्चुअली आई डू, राइट? नाउ here we use the logs, right? Whatever will be happened is stored in the logs, right? So I will check the logs. Okay, so this was the request by this client or this user, and that's why this thing is failing. So you will able to figure out why that segment is failing. Then we use the matrix over there, right? We store how your system is behaving, right? How many times the same issue has been faced by another user, because you need to figure out the things so that you can instruct your developer team. Hey, the 10 of the clients has faced the same issue in a same day, so this is not good thing. So you do the matrix thing, then you need to track each and everything, like you from where that request has come, at which point that request has been failed, right? think like a uh, think like a plumber, right? For example, the pipeline was working perfectly, but somehow the water is coming slowly, but all the pipelines are under the ground, right? But you remember they do some marking over there so that they should know that this segment is here, this segment is here. So from that they can identify, oh yeah, maybe from this segment something is not working or something is happening, so that they can do their stuff and resume that water, right? Sorry. Now tell me, what will be the approach of your for a failure, how you will handle the failure, right? Think about the X circle, how what you will do for the failure, right? We will introduce these terms like timeout session. I guess everyone knows this term. Now you should able to relate this, why these terms are used while developing the codes, why we use the retry option, why we have back of things, and why we break the circuit, why this is also important, right? Yes. So that's why we use these types of things, right? Do you remember what is X circle, guys? X circle is our startup, right? Do you remember that problem statement we have defined? So for that, we all has given something name, that is the X circle. Yeah, I know everyone is remember that X circle. Okay. Now, finally, you are a good system designer. First of all, congratulations to each and everyone that you have developed X circle as your own platform with using a high level system design. Now we have completed with designing our architecture. Now tell me what you remember. I have given you the golden rule as well. In each segment you face the problem, you have taken the decision. You have taken the load balancer, then multiple servers, then cache, then you do the replica of database. We have used CDN for distributing the requested over the network. Then we have tried to give the use the API gateway we have introduced. Then we have rate limiting. Now you are seeing in the screen. This is the overview that a good system designer will learn. But always remember our golden rule while designing the system. And second golden rule that I'm going to give you now. Whenever you will have the thought of adding new thing remember does that is going to be a really is that is the real need of that segment, or that is really we need to scale the system. Always remember that, because don't think these terms are very popular, microservices and horizontal scaling, vertical scaling. Always remember, whenever you will scale or whenever you will try to optimize, you will need to have a figure out more challenges. You are going to face more challenges. Right. Now, uh I guess you all have remembered this, right? This was the golden requirement, problem, then decision and trade-off. We will have a 10 minutes, only 5 minutes practical session, so that everyone can understand and relate how you have what you have learned from so far from this workshop. Do you have notepad or page with you? Right, I have told you to keep that notepad with you. If you have notepad with you and if you have designed the system with me, within the 5 minutes you will able to design that system. Okay, let's just design the system. uh, you have to design. Now this is a second problem statement that we are going to solve in the segment. I have promised you that you will solve a two real world problem, right? First, we have completed with this learning platform. Now second is just we are building a platform, quick bite online platform, food delivery platform, same like your Zomato and Swiggy. Let's build it. Your mission is to design this platform as it's growing. Remember, huh? Right now you have only platform with you, no user with that. It's going to grow step by step. Okay. Also, rule number one is that don't add any component unless you know why you have added that. You should remember that. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with the round one. Let's build the MVP. The challenge is there in on your screen. You can see you need to design a main, write the main function requirements and at least four non-functional requirements that you will need to design this platform. Then the main system component that you will be used and basic request flow. You can design a basic platform. Okay. And we have only 1,000 users right now. And your time starts now. You have 5 minutes. Now at 2:07, we will go with the next slide. We have three rounds over there. Have you noted a problem statement on your notebook so that I can see your faces? Because I think most of you have turned off your camera. Okay. Guys, are you able to solve this problem? Do you have any doubts? Okay. I hope everyone has completed this round one task. Do you need more time or the task is completed? Okay, okay, yes. We will wait till 2:10. Yeah. We'll share the Google Doc with them so that we can take their responses. We have two more rounds. I guess, guys, we are running little bit late as well. So let's do this task very quickly. Uh, okay. Have you seen this? This is just small MVP that was expected by you. Can take this screenshot of this and you can check later as well. Now your app is going viral, right? Now you have to design for this system. Just try to write your answer quickly on your notebook. Now in there they have like we have given the question, how much peak traffic are you dealing with? This you can assume on your own what you think. Your as per the scaling, your product is scaling. You can assume that you can write what bottlenecks or what problem you are going to face at that stage. Also, how you will scale the application. Yes, completed. Is this completed? Okay. You can take the screenshot of this question as well. We are going to share you a Google Drive link so that you just need to name your name that image as per your name and mobile number if possible. Just upload that on Google Doc. Yes. Now here is the solution of the round two, that you have a peak. Yes, sir has already shared the link in the comment section. You can just copy paste and save it with you. Now what you will do, you will single application server was there, then you add a load balancer and you will try to do horizontal scaling because you have a concurrent user there, right? And each one is doing 10 requests per minute. So you will need a good server over there. So that's why you will try to do horizontal scaling over there. Then we will add a load balancer to check the things. It will also check does your health server is perfect or not, right? Yes. Okay. This is the route three for you. So that's how you can scale your database, right? You have scaled your server, but now you have to scale your database. Okay, completed. We'll go with the solution of this slide and later. Now, this is the last round where you are facing this problem like slowdowning, your images are not loading, your server is not properly responding, right? Yeah, so how you will solve this? As a good system designer, good architecture, I guess you have enough concept in your mind to solve this problem. You just take a screenshot, and after the workshop, you can able to solve this as well. Yeah, I guess you will use all these terms over there. For example, for storing the images, you will use object storage, right? You can use AWS S3 for there. Then definitely we will need a CDN over there because now you are scaling globally. Now your app is no more only in the India. You are globally, right? So the request can be get from the nearest region as well. Then yes, in the production, for example, bot had attacked on your platform. What will you use? Just let me in the comment section. You just take the screenshot, but just let me the answer of this thing. What has attacked on your platform? What you will do? And remember, it's your Friday evening, like weekend evening, and it's 3 p.m. You're leaving your office, and these types of things are happen. What you will do? Yes, I guess only Ram is active in our entire workshop. Ram and Amit, I guess. Also Pankaj. Yes, rate limiting. Right, right, right. Yes, sir, we are about to complete. Just one slide is remaining. Yes, I guess everyone has taken the screenshot of the final solution. You can upload your own solution on the drive link that sir has already shared in the comment section. Yeah. Now I would like to congratulate each and everyone. Now your master and your foundation for system designing is ready. Now you know how to design, how to scale, how to design entire system in a high level design, right? Because these concepts are definitely going to help you in all of your interviews as well as in your real world problem. So always remember these basic foundations, right? Are you with me, guys? I guess uh, now everyone is on turning on their camera. Okay, yeah. Sir, we have to share the link over the chat, right? Have you shared that? Yeah. Sir is sharing link with you for the feedback. क्या किस किस का टास्क वेबिनार में खत्म हो गया था? ओके। नहीं नहीं, उन्होंने ऑलरेडी एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है ना वेबिनार में बैठे बैठे, सेम कॉन्सेप्ट उनको यूज करना था. So that's why I've told them to keep a notebook pen with you so that you can use that only. If you submitted that only, that will be also a same answer.